Hey, it's Mark, maakudesuyo, and welcome to another reflex ball thingy. Uh, we. So let's just cut to the chase. Today is basically my weight check day. I try to do it on Wednesdays, and today my weight. Just to remind you, my weight last week was 66 kilograms. Today it's 65.6 kilograms. That's pretty good. Not how I wanted. I wanted it to be, again, a 1.6 kilogram drop, or at least a kilogram, but still, zero point 0.4 is still really good. Right? I'm really busy, but despite that, I was still able to go to the gym a few times. Went on Monday, did a light spar with he is a champion, essentially, a junior champion. So he's only like 15, and they do like kind of like very light, like more amateur style boxing. I think they can actually hit, and he was like the only one entered in his weight category for Central Japan, so he automatically qualified for the Japan Championships, all Japan championships of this league, and he won against just one guy, I think, and that made him a junior, like, Japan champion, which is pretty cool. He's really good. Like, he's really like always thinking. He can hit heavy, he can hit light, he has a lot of techniques, lots of movement. He can be really, really good. He If he goes pro, man, he can become really good. Like, he's already really good. Now, after that, yesterday, Tuesday, I was like, I wonder if I'll get to spar. And one of the guys who I've recently been sparring with a lot, he is like a, how do I say this? He hits hard. Like, his hitting style sometimes reminds me of Mike Tyson, but like not aggressive. He's like, he likes to wait. There's like a laziness about him, and then his guard is tight. He's pretty good with his high guard, and then if you get in close, he's gonna counter punch. And a really common combination he does is like a hook, uppercut, hook. Like, it's tight and fast, so it's like boom, boom, boom. And so I got hit a couple of times with that, but I got him a few times relatively well, I think. And it was like a full spar, so I was actually like actually like putting in power in the shots. And it was going really well until suddenly he goes for a body shot to hit me. I thought I did like a small body block. It wasn't. Like, we watched the video again, and he just aimed, and his top of his thumb just kind of hit my elbow, and it's just like at the right spot. Basically, I think it was a joint, and absolute pain. And he was just basically like kneeled down and stopped. He was like, "Ah, this is really painful," and I was surprised because, like, the coach was like, "Bro, you're like, come on now, it's not that big a deal." Like, and it reminds me of, like, there's like talented people out there, but like they don't put in as much effort. Like, he puts in the effort. He's good. Like, he puts in the hard work, but there's laziness about him because it was 30 seconds left. And if this was a real match and you did that, you knelt down like, this is my thumb is hurting a lot, you get a knockout loss. And so I was just like, bro, it's 30 seconds left. If this was a real match and you were winning the points, you would have just lost just for that. So like, oh, it hurts a lot. Don't punch with it. Like, block out of range and then hit with your other hand. Because if it was point-wise you were winning, like in your head, I'm winning, but I'm injured now, just survive until the next round. And then if that was the end of the match, then it's finished. Yay. Wait for points. Or if it's like there's another round, talk to your corner. Like, hey, thumb, probably broken. I can't move it. Like, what do I do? Right? That's what you do. And the thing is, it's like, oh, I got injured. That's when you get to really see who's got sort of a warrior mentality, I think. Because if you think about it, yeah, you do want to keep yourself safe to a certain extent, right? And so you got to know when to push and when not to push. And the coaches have to understand that as well. Especially considering there's been a few boxing deaths recently. You kind of need to know when to throw in the white towel. But something like that, it's like, it broke. Like if it's really completely broken, right? Oh man, this is absolute pain. Keep going. It's the same as like, oh, I got a cramp. You could just stop, or you could try to fight it out and block. Now, you're going to be losing, yes, but you need to understand what it is like in the ring. You have to train for these situations, right? I could, if I were the coach, I would do that. I would essentially be like, all right, you're getting in the ring. It's very, very light sparring, almost touch sparring, but one of you is injured. You have only one arm. So one arm up here and just jab. See what happens. The other guy, completely fine. What does that do? It makes you think. Like, oh man, how do I defend myself? How do I become aggressive? Like, what can I do? In a way, in one fight, I think it was with Donaire, got cut on his eye. He's starting to like slowly kind of lose vision. What does he do? He comes with a strategy to kind of like show that it's fine, and then also block any future damage that will come to that eye, to the top of the eye. And he won the fight, right? So that's what you got to do. Like, but of course, not every coach does that. And so as a fighter, you just have to think, like in training mode, if this comes up, then you just keep going, right? That's it. And then let's say like, oh, I got a cramp. What do I do? You just keep hitting, boom, boom, or like keep blocking, block, 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 and then your coach is gonna be like, oh, something's up, and then he's gonna stop it. Like, what's wrong? You got a cramp? Okay, let's stop it, right? But as a fighter, you also gotta realize like, well, what do I do in this situation? Like defend. Try to hit even though I got a cramp, because that's how it is, right? Because you never know, because that situation might come up in the last 10 seconds on a fight that you're winning, right? It's like, oh, points, win the first round, points, win the second round, points, you win the third round. It's a 4-round match, last 4 rounds, 2 minutes 50 seconds in, and then he gets you really hard, boom, and you're like dazed. Oh no, what do I do? Keep blocking those hits. You might lose that round, but you won the other 3 rounds because you're still standing. And then go, I'm dazed. Oh, but I'm done. Like, boom, done. Like, bro, you were winning. It's the whole mentality of the thing. Every single day you go in to train, you gotta go in there thinking, I'm gonna use this in a fight, in the real deal. But very few think like that nowadays. What was I thinking? What was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about my weight. Yeah, 65.6. I wrote down in my pro boxing test form 63.5. Let's see if we make it by, yeah, the time, which is next week. See you guys tomorrow.